SCP-1141, Object Class, Keter Alterius. SCP-1141 is a phenomenon in which an instance of SCP-1141-1 instantaneously appears at a public zoo in the New England region of the United States. This occurs approximately 30 minutes prior to the opening time of the zoo in question. The infrastructure in nearby structures such as utilities, enclosures, pathways, and other buildings will be altered to accommodate -1's presence, as will maps of the zoo. SCP-1141 will only occur under the following conditions. No instances of -1 are operational. Less than 20% of the zoo's grounds are covered in snow. The temperature has been above 15 degrees Celsius during operating hours for the past week. At least 250 days have passed since the demanifestation of the most recent instance of -1. Instances of -1 take the form of a fully staffed, supplied, and operational restaurant that is thematically consistent with other restaurants in the zoo and with the area of the zoo in which it is located. Food served at -1 is consistent with food served at similar establishments, with the exception of each instance offering guacamole with pineapple chunks. Food and other supplies will appear as needed inside -1, out of view of the public. Staff of the zoo will not demonstrate any familiarity with -1. All individuals staffing -1 are anatomically and behaviorally consistent human beings and will run -1 to the best of their ability. These individuals are fluent in English and knowledgeable in the operation of -1. They are either unwilling or unable to answer personal questions such as identity and personal history, or questions pertaining to the nature or origin of SCP-1141. They will not leave -1 willingly. Instances of -1 have an unpredictable and often dangerous effect on their surroundings. The exact cause of this is not known with certainty. However, analysis has led several researchers to propose that instances of -1 do not necessarily operate under physical laws or constraints present in our dimension prior to their manifestation. See Event Log SCP-1141-1 for details. If an instance of -1 is rendered inoperable, or if its presence causes obvious injury to a person visible from -1, the instance will demanifest within the next 25 minutes, with all infrastructure, structures, and maps of the zoo returned to their previous condition. All food items sold by -1 will remain, and many continue to demonstrate anomalous property. Event Log SCP-1141-1 Clearance Sensitive Document Clearance 2 1141-P. All locations and several manifestations have been removed from this document as per Level 2 probationary clearance protocols. This document will serve to illustrate the effects of SCP-1141 and should not be taken as a comprehensive list of SCP-1141 events. Year: July 1985. Event: accurate description of -1 could not be gained. Instance and all of its contents manifested at approximately 5,000 degrees Celsius. Despite this, it appeared to be fully functional and did not combust. The instance disappeared after its foundation crumbled, resulting in structural collapse. Fire caused by -1 destroyed several animal enclosures and injured 4 park employees before being extinguished. Year: June 1990. Event: -1 manifested as the Amazon Basin Cafe. While the building remained intact, -1 appeared to experience gravitational force approximately 2 to 3 times stronger than Earth's surface gravity. 2 orders of French fries were procured prior to -1's disappearance, due to an inability of its staff to serve customers. Testing indicated that this food had no greater mass than comparable French fries, yet weighed 2 to 3 times as much as their mass would indicate. Year: June 1991. Event: -1 was entitled A Grisly Tale. The instance was found to be fully operational and not immediately dangerous. A variety of food items were purchased before -1's appearance was induced by the placement of Foundation guards to prevent entry. Analysis of the food indicated that its de Broglie wavelength was approximately 1 centimeter, despite having a normal mass. The food has been designated as a separate anomalous item and is contained at Site 86. Year: April 1992. Event: -1 was not detectable aside from alterations to infrastructure. Maps of the zoo marked a restaurant called Safari Grill. The changes to the zoo's infrastructure reverted 2 hours after opening, presumably when it became apparent that none of the zoo's patrons were aware of -1. Later records indicate that relatively frequent repairs to structures near this area have been necessary since this manifestation. Year: September 1994. Event: -1 manifested as the Glacier Cafe. Reports and later analysis indicate that this instance of -1 was subject to drastically accelerated buildup of static electricity. -1 did not appear to be grounded. Further weather conditions at the time contributed to this problem. 17 individuals, not including the occupants of -1, were killed by static discharge before -1 disappeared. Addendum: until we fully understand and can predict the properties of SCP-1141, the possibility remains that it could trigger a catastrophic event, such as an antimatter explosion or vacuum metastability event, with no forewarning. I formally recommend fast-tracking research that could be useful in producing the means necessary to neutralize SCP-1141. Dr. Eichmann. Approved. Dr. Foster. Footnotes. 1. See containment procedures. 2. For example, an instance of -1 that manifested near a leopard enclosure were called Leopard Spot Snack Shack. See file photo. 3. Winds in excess of 50 kilometers per hour. Special containment procedures. All public zoos in Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Vermont are to be under constant surveillance by personnel at Site 85 and Site 86. Should SCP-1141 occur, the approximate nature and threat level of -1 is to be ascertained as soon as possible, with the nearest branch of Mobile Task Force Gamma 80, aka ecologists, deployed to the zoo in question with all equipment deemed necessary. Upon arrival, MTF Gamma 80's task is to destroy -1 or render it inoperable as soon as possible. The use of force is authorized for this purpose. If -1 does not pose an immediate risk to the public, MTF Gamma 80 will purchase several food items and prevent all public access to -1. If this does not result in the disappearance of -1 within 25 minutes, Site Director Jackson is to be notified. Food items purchased from -1 are to be sent to Site 86 for further research and containment. AMN-M-4311 is to be distributed through the zoo's public address systems, mass texting services, and all relevant social and news media after the disappearance of -1 and the departure of MTF Gamma 80 in order to prevent dissemination of information regarding SCP-1141 and related Foundation operations. Damage to zoo property and any casualties are to be attributed to fire, vandalism, or animal escape as deemed appropriate to the situation. Should Site 85's budget allow, a anonymous donation may be made to the affected zoo to cover costs of repairs. As of additional resources have been allocated to projects deemed capable of neutralizing SCP-1141, with all strictly relevant research under the purview of Dr. Eichmann.